Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to assemble the Mine project, which was largely unfinished. So you'll need the disk, which is available on GitHub, and we should see, let's switch to mode 2, the files. A lot of these aren't required. In fact, I think it's just mine A, mine B, message and variables.atom are the only files that you actually need for this. But as always, I use Atom for compiling, and we're going to load Atom in a lower address. So we'll run Atom. After we hit enter, hold down space, and then we're presented with what load address. So 1000, 1000, hit return. Control B to go into hex mode, and we can have a look at the first file, mine A.atom, G0 command, and if I put an L semicolon, we can see here there's some instructions reminding me how to assemble this, and the object code address we want is 8000 in hex. This will load up in sequence the different files that are required. So the very last instruction is the f* command. Although it's hidden there, it's calls in mineb.atom, and if I just knew that and get 0, mineb.adm, look at the top. So, and then we can see what it pulls in next, which is message.atom. So we're going to N for new. Otherwise, we will load the source code where the current pointer is, and we'll just get in message.adm. That's the message. Obviously, you can edit that, and then the very last F instruction is variables.adm. So we'll do that. Get 0 variables.adm. Of course, this is all the game variables that's needed. So we've got the sprite and the screen file, which to load. And if we scroll to the bottom, we have no *f command, so that is the last file. So it's only those files that you actually need in the whole of the project. Well, at least for the source code anyway. So to assemble it, just making sure that I've renewed it. If we press X, we can see here that HiMem is at 6F2D or 6 Foxtrot 2 Delta, and we're going to assemble this. So F2 mine.a.adm, and we're going to put the object address at hex 8000. Now it will load each file in sequence, so it'll take a short while, and it's a 2-pass assembler, so it'll load all the files in once. Here's the first pass complete. It's now doing the second pass, where it's obtained the addresses for all the appropriate variables. And there we see it's completed. The code ends at 9 echo 15. I think we can do a P2 for put some binary code, and then to the disk we can put in here mine game.bim. If there's enough space on the disk, yes, it'll write the game. Now, what we can do from within Atom is jump hash 8000 to hex 8000. Or no, first off, we'll do disassembly just to show that it has actually assembled it. So it's one of the few times I actually enable interrupts or leave them enabled, or make sure that they are. And okay, so we can see that it is in fact compiled. Another interesting fact with Atom is if you haven't had to move to screen space for the text table, X1 will give you the variable addresses or values. Just hold down space, so you can see all the different routines or storage locations within the game. just something out of interest. Anyway, let's jump to it. So jump 8000, make sure it has compiled correctly. Hit return. It's going to load in, hopefully, the screen and the sprite file. Here we go. Again, my crappy graphics, and I'm sure there's much better people out there that can do this. And so we see the game's loaded. Press S to start. And we've got the mouse pointer at the top. I don't know if you can see that, but use the cursor keys. As we can see here, move the pointer around. If you want to quit, press the enter key. It's not the same as the return key, but the enter key next to the spacebar on a real Amstrad CPC 6128. If you're using an emulator, you'll need to open the virtual keyboard to get that proper key code. I can't remember how I did this, so let's have a look. So space, and shift if you want a flag. Oops, actually unveiled a bomb there, which obviously we should have just. As you see, the game, it was incomplete, or that one's just opened. I don't know why. Probably a bug. Haha. There's probably lots in them. But as you can see here, it is not dissimilar to something you might have seen in Windows. Hopefully the source code is useful if you want to understand how it was put together. But I'd probably abandon the project because everybody was onto Windows then. Who wanted an Amstrad? And it was just a proof of concept. I think I knocked this up in probably about 2 to 3 hours at the time. But anyway, that's how you do it. And thanks for watching.